Well, here we are, and it actually is Saturday night tonight because yesterday I was a little bit of a sick bunny, and I wasn't able to take, as you can tell, a little bit sick still now. Wasn't able to get on the phone with Christy yesterday, so we're kind of catching up on yesterday's accountability call. Again, we've had a kind of a flexible week this week, but we're still getting accountability calls done, which is the most important thing. So, Christy, are you on the line and ready to go?
I am here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem. Okay, so this is Fast Track Regional Consultant Christy Taylor. She's had a great week so far, and I'm desperate to find out what happened yesterday. So what's going on, girl?
Okay, so yesterday, the last two people that I had slated to invite this week, one, his name is Jeff. He is in construction, and I have been acquainted with him through some business colleagues of mine. We've never worked directly together, but we have worked on similar committees and that sort of thing. We've worked shoulder to shoulder, but he's never been my client, that kind of thing. So I went to him with an opinion approach. He was very receptive, and so we have a meeting set for next Tuesday.
Awesome. Are you going to show him the business there or take him to a business presentation? What's your plan for showing him the business?
My plan is to show him the business, and then he is over on the Dallas side of town, so I'm hopeful that the following week we can go to the Charlotte business presentation with Frank.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, great. That was nice and easy. So what was your approach? What kind of, you say you just did an opinion approach, so you were in a hurry. You just started a new business or a new project, needed his opinion.
Right. I used the word project and told him that, I had been experiencing success. I kind of toned down the enthusiasm just a little bit. And he is much more of a dry personality, so I wasn't gushy. But I started a new project. I've experienced some success in the early days. Wanted to see what he thought about it. I really felt like it was something new and different than what I had been doing before. So I was interested to get his take on what we were able to do. And so we actually had a luncheon scheduled on Friday for the the Builders Association that we're both a part of. And so I said, would it be okay if we met for just a few minutes after the committee meeting? And he said, absolutely. So, we talked a little bit then, and he did kind of press me a little bit. What is this? What is this? What is this? And so I used the three questions that you said. Who do you know that uses electricity? Who wouldn't love to save money? Who wouldn't love to get free energy? And so his interest was piqued, and so we have a lunch meeting scheduled on Tuesday.
Good for you. You're a clever girl.
So that one went a little quicker than I anticipated. He's usually kind of a hit and miss kind of guy. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
No, that sounds perfect. And again, our job is merely to get the opportunity to show someone the business, whether they join or not.
Right.
There's nothing we can really.
That's on them.
We can do a better presentation or a worse presentation, but at the end of the day, you can do a bad presentation to the right person and they'll join, and you can do the best presentation to the wrong person and nothing would get them to join the business. So all we need to do is to get in front of people and have them look at the plan, and you did great. Well done.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right. So that's Jeff.
Yes, the second person that I invited on Friday was Christina. She is someone that I've been acquainted with for a long time. She's actually a leasing agent for an apartment complex. She's got a new property that's opening. This weekend is actually their grand opening. So she was very, very busy with all of those sorts of things. So I displayed a sense of urgency, as did she, and we were able to just kind of touch base. She said she's completely swamped for the next few days, but, she wants to sit down and hear what I have to say, and we'll go from there. I don't know that she's going to immediately jump into the business. I think she will likely be someone that I'm going to have to drip on for a little while, let her kind of experience firsthand my success, whether that's, promotions, little extra money that we're able to do some things with as a family, that kind of thing, or free energy. That's my target goal right now. That's one of the things Michelle and I talked about this week. I realize that the business is built on growing consultants, but my initial goal right now is to get some free energy. So I'm over halfway there. So that's where my focus is. So I think even if she doesn't take advantage of the business, I think that she will become a customer.
Yeah, and as far there's differing opinions on that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's your business.
Right.
In both ways, it's no one else's business. It's yours. You build it the way you want to build it, and someone else can have an opinion that's a faster or a slower way. But if it feels right for you to get free energy, so you've got a story to tell people, then I'm all over it. We've got other people in our team who really fought hard to get their free energy. They've had their free energy for a few months, and it just gave them an added boost. Something, well, I don't actually pay for electricity in my home anymore. Really?
Right.
There's a talking point right there. No, there's nothing wrong with that at all. As long as you're building at the same time and not just getting free energy, sure. If you've got plans for making, for replacing the job and stuff, then that's fine. Okay, no, that's great. Good deal. So you're going to give her, excuse me, you're going to give her a little bit of time. Obviously, with it being a new apartment complex, then there may be some other business we can do in the meantime, of course. Exactly.
So my plan is to call her again on Wednesday. Hopefully the grand opening things will have settled down a bit, and she'll be able to have some time to give me a little bit on Wednesday. So yeah, that's my plan.
Cool. And again, we only need 3. We need 3 good people. So you can find 3 people like you. You've done all you need to do. You will do more, but if you can find 3 like you, you've done what you need to do, because they will do the same. They will do the same. They will do the same. So, I don't, jump up and down about having to recruit everybody. It's about being patient, doing a little bit every day, and finding the few people who are going to work this business, because the numbers do the hard work, not us if we do it that way. If we go out and do a numbers game, then it is hard work. And it's, there's a lot of rejection, and it's difficult and painful. Whereas if you build it the right way like this, a little bit every day, make sure you do accountability call, making sure you're writing your invites out, and working on a situation where you're getting 3 who get 3 who get 3 who get 3, rather than trying to recruit the world, it's a much more pleasant environment to work in, not only for yourself, but for people you're bringing into the business. I know I had a friend of mine in the business who was struggling to recruit people not because he wasn't good at the business, but because he thought he was doing it the numbers game way. He was just going crazy, trying to recruit everybody. The 3-foot rule. There are some trainers that do it that way. I don't believe in doing it that way, but he was going so crazy. And he said, "Rich, can we chat?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And he said, "I'm really finding it difficult to recruit." And I said, well, I really kind of got into depth with it, and it was really interesting. It took about 15 minutes to get there, but we actually got to the reason why he couldn't recruit. And it's because subconsciously he was really worried that the people he was going to bring in was going to have to go through the pain he did. And he felt guilty about that because it was so difficult for him, because he wasn't doing it in a pleasant way. He was thinking, well, I'm going to have to bring people and talk them into doing the same thing as I am, and I'm not enjoying myself. And that was really kind of important. So the way you're building it, this nice and gentle but very intentional and very positive, stepping forward, 3 you get 3 is absolutely the right way to do it, because it's work, yeah, but it's not unpleasant, right?
Right. One thing I'm reading Eric Worre's GoPro right now, and one of the things that he wrote in that book is you cannot ask apologetically. And I found myself, when I'm thinking back over invites that I've done over the last couple of months, it's like, would you please just take a look at this? And it's, I might as well be asking them if they would like to undergo a root canal, Yeah. This is something that's really exciting. And so you can't come off as Miss Congeniality, like a pageant queen, just bubbling and crazy. But I think that we do have to understand that there's value in what we do. There's value in the way that we can change, just giving people a little bit of breathing room for their family and that kind of thing. There's value in that. And so we can't ask apologetically. We ask intentionally instead.
I agree. It's, we talk about, the posture in the call, and it's you, you couldn't be more right. And what's interesting, it's a shame because it's kind of brown the wrong way. The better the longer you do this business, the easier it becomes. Obviously, the hardest day you have in this business is day one. And that's the difficult part. By the time you're, an SC and EC in the business, you're so confident and you know how great this business is. You know it's bringing you a few $1,000s in every month in residual income. You just portray that posture without having to try. But at the beginning, you're absolutely right. You have to kind of manufacture it or certainly be conscious of it. You're absolutely right.
Right.
So for those of you who are listening in, read the GoPro book. I'm a big fan of that book too. So there's a lot of really good stuff in there. So I'm glad you're reading it. It's a great book.
Yeah.
Cool. Was there anything else we needed to talk about for Friday?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Cool. All right. Well, the next time I'll be talking to you will be tomorrow night on the second of our Sunday purge calls, and we'll be purging your list. We'll be going through the how the week went, just as a summary. I'll have you for about half an hour, and we'll just go through everything. And most important thing, we want to purge those that need to be purged and put them on the callback date, and then and make sure then we follow up with the ones that we've got the yeses from, and we'll do that right. And then the second half of the call, I'll be talking to everybody on the call about getting the next week planned properly, the same way as we've been doing our last week as well. So I'll also ask you kind of like to be kind of a nice, candid, blunt, how you felt things were this week, how different things were, knowing that you had to call me that night, knowing that you had your invitations written down. I'd love to know kind of you not speaking to me, but speaking to the other people on the call, the difference it makes, good or bad. I can take it on the chin, whether it's good or bad. I want to know about it. I want to hear about it. But if you wouldn't mind doing that, that'd be awesome.
Sure.
Fantastic. All right, my lovely. Well, thank you for getting on the call today. I'm sorry that I missed yesterday. And I will see you on the call tomorrow night.
Okay. Thanks so much.
All right, lovely. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.